Jinky Scoob. That was 85 points.
Sorry, what did you just say?
Yeah, that was...
Jinky Scoob. If you don't say you don't know Franco Cozzo, don't tell me you don't know who Scooby is.
No, but that just wasn't English.
No.
Jinkies.
Are you going to do like a proper impression, or are you just going to half-ass
Well,
it?
no, I can't even like impersonate a quality podcaster, let alone a
How long did you stew over Jinky
Actually, no,
Scoob for
that was just the
AFL?
first thing that came to my head.
Rubbish. You write these out every week, don't you?
No, not this one.
No,
this is-
I don't know.
This was all natural, baby.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Not good.
Not good.
No.
Much like this podcast, it's fallen apart from the first bounce.
Stuff the football. Finn, how was your weekend? What did you get up to?
Oh, actually, my mate came down from Queensland. And,
For the big game.
well, for the big game, but he's a big Melbourne Storm fan. So,
one of one.
Yeah, one of one. So, you know, we had a big weekend of footy planned. Going to go see the Storm on Saturday, Saints on Sunday. Wasn't expecting a Saints win, but the Storm were 19-3, hadn't lost at home. And I went to that game and they lost. And so any Storm fans out there, I really apologise for bringing that energy to the game. And then we went 0-2 on Sunday. So,
Yeah.
you know, great weekend, really.
So, Guy.
I had a really quiet weekend. It was building up to the only thing I really had planned was to go to the Saints game. And I'm lucky to have made it here tonight because after the game yesterday, I ate my Ross badge in protest. So ripped through me, had to go to surgery.
Yeah.
But, bad news is I've got to buy a new Ross badge. So
And a new kidney.
and
Has it passed through
and I
yet?
need a
or-
donut. Darts, I don't know. He's still in there somewhere.
I mean-
He's still fighting his way through.
He's a battler. First thing I've got to say is just, I never want to read another comment that says, we play better without Max. I want every single one of those comments to get out of here because we were bombing it all day and there was just no one there. No tall, lanky man to grab him, kick some goals.
I think it became very abundant that Max King is not our issues. There are so many deeper issues in this football team at the moment, and Max King is not one of them.
Yeah, Harris Andrews looked like he was playing junior footy at the age of 27.
He was just swatting blokes away.
He was so far and away the best key position player on the ground. Like, it was just cruel almost. I think it was like the first 2 minutes he took him up and Caminiti, and I was like, oh no. Oh no.
Without even trying. He didn't even know Caminiti was there.
Yeah, genuinely. Yeah. Just set up better, put his arms up in the air. That was it.
Yep.
Yeah. It was really funny pre-game. I was waiting for a friend and I was outside gate 5 and I just see a really tall Ari Schellenmaker go through the gate as if we're in all Saints gear, like Saints, you know, the player gear. And like, I've never seen this before because like I thought they probably would have had their own entrance.
Yeah.
And he just had to go through gate 5 and the security just waved him through without even asking a question. So I really want to ask, like, if you're tall and you look fit, if you just like wear the Saints media stuff, would they just like wave you through?
I do think that sometimes when I see at footy games, you see just tall blokes wearing all the same kit, but you're like, who are these guys? Like, they're not AFL listed players.
Assume they're, I don't know.
Are they
employee?
academy players?
Yeah.
But they all look relatively fit. So I reckon there's a bit of credence to that.
I thought they had an underground entrance they all went through. Did they drive? Does Ari not drive?
Well, I don't know.
I mean, maybe caught the train in.
Yeah, it was just really funny to me.
I actually saw Scott Pendlebury outside of the ground at like 5:30 p.m. just casually walking around.
Why were you outside the ground?
I will walk into Amy Park
Oh.
for the Storm.
It's like you almost forget they're human and they have
Yeah, but like he's the man of the weekend and he's just walking around. There were, already at that point, there were thousands of fans lined up for GA and stuff, and Scott Pendlebury's just there. He's the man of the hour.
you know, well, he's probably just walking around just like pointing and laughing at some Carlton fans.
I mean, it is pretty funny.
Because my train, the game finished and my train wasn't for another half hour. So I was just kind of like dawdling around Southern Cross. And this guy in Essendon gear looked a bit rugged. He just shit you not, this happened. He points at me and just goes, ha ha. That made me feel really good about myself.
The Simpsons. Yeah.
Like I also was a bit taken aback. I didn't think like what I heard was what I heard, but that was probably the highlight and the low light.
was
of my weekend.
I called my mate when Essendon went down by went down by 5 points. When it was level. Scores were level, sorry.
You silly bugger.
No. Luckily he didn't call, he didn't pick up. And then he called me back straight away when they scored, and I just watched it ring out. I didn't even have the gall to pick it up. Face my own music, yeah.
Well, let's crack into it. We'll get to the bullying of disadvantaged kids. That's what it felt like. Felt like Brisbane. Like Brisbane are good. Felt like they kind of like went to an orphanage with like a bunch of Christmas presents and was just like, look what we got. But we have a midfield.
We kept them. Yeah.
Unwrapped them in front of the kids.
Yeah.
And then just took them away.
That's what it felt like.
Well, at least they don't get like the best midfielder in this year's draft, Brisbane.
Yeah, that would be really unfair.
That'd be pretty unfair.
Yeah. And the flag, like that's not fair. That's not going to happen. Not in 2024.
Too much parity in this league, I reckon.
Yeah.
Should make it harder for small clubs.
You reckon, like, yeah, so we draft one of the NGA kids and then we have to give one to one of the big four?
Yeah, it's the big four tax.
Yeah, be the big four tax. Yeah. And like it has to be the best one.
Yeah.
So after 3 years, they assess which one's the best and we just give it to them for a future fourth.
Yep, that sounds like a plan.
Yeah. Pre-game, we got a cheeky debut out of nowhere.
Oh, yeah.
How good. I actually liked him. I knew nothing about him. Pre-game.
That was a real surprise, wasn't it? He's been so like, under the radar, like no profile, like nothing. He's been like no hype, anything. But he was fine. Big Gus.
Well, because he plays the least visible position in footy.
Yeah.
So that doesn't help it. Like, the dour defender.
And in a VFL level, they don't usually get big numbers. So
well, do they get big numbers at AFL level?
Not really.
Did anyone know?
He's he's kind of like that Jimmy Webster kind of role.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Lockdown defender.
Did anyone know who Jimmy Webster was outside of St Kilda before the Jai Simpkin incident?
No.
Yeah. But I thought he was, is it crazy to say that he was one of our best?
Yeah. I mean, obviously he made some mistakes.
Yeah, the holding the ball
overall,
was...
I thought, yeah. Oh, that was really fun.
Oh, yeah,
tough.
he just took the footy turn and Charlie Cameron just killed him.
He just like accepted it. He's like, yeah.
Yeah, because he had one arm free and he's just like, oh.
He's like, that's not.
It's easier if I just lie down.
The captain must go down with his ship.
I have a theory. I reckon he must be the first like debutant to like already have strapping. His left shoulder, I think it was already strapped.
That's not a good sign, is it? Yeah. So he had like a shoulder reconstruction and back stress fractures. So fingers crossed his body
holds up beyond
together.
one game.
Yeah.
He's built like a footballer's football, you know?
Yeah.
Like he's short, he's stocky. Like actually, I love it. Speaking of stock, the fourth quarter, I saw Liam Stocker was chucked at full forward. Who says Ross
Was he?
Yeah.
He's just taking the piss at that point.
Yeah.
Has Liam asked the player that like you would an Oz kick or something?
Coach, put me in, please.
Yeah, I never get to go at full forward. Ross was like, oh yeah, go on.
Nothing to lose.
Yeah. I think it kind of like reiterates that, like, it was a bit of a reality check. I wasn't like angry at all really during the game. It was just
I was.
Me too.
See, you young whippersnappers,
Can you stop saying we're all like the same age, by the way. I was watching this back last week. You do it.
No, but
you have like this.
You don't know who Franco Cozzo was. So we're getting
that was referenced a lot during the week, so I feel bad about that.
Yeah.
But you have this weird kind of augmented pick-me girl thing. Like the pick-me girl, he says like, I'm really small, look at me, I'm so tiny. You have that when saying you're old, when we're all like the same age. I feel like it's somehow related.
The youth today just has no respect for their elders. What was I talking about? Before guy
I've just attacked
me.
Oh, you were saying how you were never angry during the game.
Yeah, well, no, I wasn't. I was just very numb. I was just like, Brisbane are a good team. We're not.
I think I was angry up until maybe halfway through the second quarter, and then it just kind of turned into a laugh. And it was just, I don't know, it was one of those games where you just start making sarcastic comments and the Brisbane fans turn around and have a giggle, and then the Brisbane fans start cheering for Saints goals, and you're like, well, this is just so grim.
Sad, yeah.
Goals plural?
Sorry, goal.
We kicked like one goal at half.
It was what? Yeah, it was 10 points at halftime.
That's grim.
Yeah, I wasn't able to. I wish I could have let go like that. I just kept hanging on to every mistake. Oh, for the first 3 quarters, fourth quarter I left. But every mistake and just every Brisbane goal, I was just like a stabbing pain. I don't know what's wrong with me. Like I shouldn't be feeling like that at this point. But it's just like the deception of the good form of the last 2 weeks. We did ask last week. It'd be good to have a test against a good team, see if we can, hold our own, get a
No.
And
The results are in.
Yeah.
We blew it.
Pretty conclusive evidence that we are still rank.
Pooh was good.
Yes.
He was my
Yeah.
my shining
Unfortunately, we need about 3 more of him.
Well, there's a draft coming up.
There is.
We
And,
might have.
I don't think the Facebook rumors and the Big Footy rumors are true that Battle was going to re-sign by Monday. Because we are currently
Is that
8
where you got
o'clock
it
on
from?
Monday.
Where else do you get rumors?
What?
I was wondering where you got that rumor from.
Oh,
It was from Big
on
Footy.
It was like the main one was on Big Footy. There was a guy who's like, I think it was like, I know Battle's mum, and she said that he's signing and we announced Monday. And everyone just like took off. I didn't actually see that rumor until like it was all over Facebook. And I think that it was posted on like Uncensored, and I think everyone just kind of ran with it just because one guy claimed he knew Battle's mum.
I love how footy fans just
So
will
easy.
forever fall for that. I know ex-players' mum's cousin, and he's leaving, and everyone's like, it must be true.
You know what's a step up from that? That, but in the form of a leaked text chain. It's a screenshotted text, a group of text messages.
My favourite's like always the ones that are like the off-season like dramas that are happening, but even though like, no media outlets picking it up. But like, no, trust me, bro.
I've got the text.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Fremantle are going to blow up from the inside because their midfield decided to party without the forwards. But yeah, no. So if Battle goes, and I was saying to Finn before that I think we should trade our future first and bank that we're going to rise up the ladder next year and get 3 mids in because like there's a lot of mids in this draft, and they're all around the same mark. There's no like standout.
So are you working under the presumption that Battle's going to go?
I'm going to go out on a limb, and I think he's gone.
We've just heard nothing of substance.
Yeah, it's still a genuine coin flip, isn't it?
Yeah.
For mere peasants like us.
And you'd feel like there would have been some kind of smoke beyond Battle's mum's brother.
We'll talk to his dad.
Yeah, get him on the line.
We'll talk to him and be like, hey man, what's the go?
If we're already talking about the draft, can we talk about the fabled name of Elwood Peckett?
Oh, the boy. Move over Nick Dacos. There's a new father son in town. For those who like don't know, he kicked like 5 or 6 goals, got like 25 disposals, like pulled some pans down, I'm sure.
Was it wet on the weekend?
I haven't seen any footage or anything of the game.
Yeah. Actually, no, it wasn't.
Where did they play?
Don't know. Well, he plays for Dandenong, so 50% chance it could have been Dandenong.
Okay.
Yep.
I can't do anything with that.
Okay.
60% of the time, I'm right. Every time.
But yeah, I don't know. Stating the obvious, but like that'd be the best name in footy. And the best St Kilda name ever.
Yeah.
Best St Kilda name ever. That's
I don't know.
Dalton Langlands.
Well, but he's named after a Bayside suburb.
They played the Murray Bushrangers and it wasn't in Dandenong.
Oh, right. Okay. I said 50% chance.
Oh.
Or do they still play at home? Just not in Dandenong. They don't play at Dandenong. They play at, I don't know. Forget I said it.
Really caught in the weeds here.
Yeah. So what 5 goals, 2, 25 disposals, 9 marks, 8 tackles, 7 inside 50s, 1 future Brownlow medalist. Elwood, welcome to the Saints. I think he's going to get picked up. I think it's a confirmed. Like that's a.
Well, doesn't Justin Peckett have like 6 kids?
I don't keep up to date with Justin's kids.
I do. I've read all the names before. So 6. One's got to be pretty good. So good on him.
Yeah,
he's doing what every ex-St Kilda player should be doing.
What happened, boys?
Just quantity. Spraying and praying.
Yep.
All right. One final thing from me was last week, the boss man, Ross, he said, Machito, he's a forward. What do I see 5 minutes into the game? Machida was a rover.
Just going to keep him guessing.
Well,
You know?
explain, yeah.
That's honestly what I think it was. I think he said that, and as soon as he said that, he's like, stuff it.
Do you
Next
really
week.
think Fagan is watching Ross's press conferences?
But after Machida looked almost as lost as he did in his debut against Collingwood in 22. Machida's a forward at the moment.
Yeah, Harsh should be thrown to a new position around 22.
Oh, at this point, I think every position's Machida's position.
True.
He gets thrown around.
Yeah.
There are a couple of midfield, like a couple of centre bounce lineups where I was just like, this is just like free money.
This is just child's play.
This is child's play for Dunkley, Neal. Who else they got in there? Ashcroft.
Soon to be a second Ashcroft. That is copy and
yeah.
paste of his brother.
McCluggage, obviously, yeah.
Shocking.
Darren Joyce pips in there every now and then, I'm sure.
Oh, that'd be cruel. That'd be
Just
for,
for
to
fun.
us, yeah.
Anything else, boys? Any thoughts? Anything you need to get
Riley
off
Bonner was subbed out at halftime. That raised my eyebrows.
Yep.
your chest?
injured.
Yeah.
Got I would say he just got a message
Do you
sent to
reckon-
him.
The injured is his ego.
Do you reckon Ross shot him at halftime?
Well, they put up the white
Yeah,
sheet.
put up the white sheet and he's like, Riley, what's on the ceiling? Shoots. Pulls the pistol to the foot. I don't think that's out of the question.
Well, has anyone seen Riley Bonner since? Because I sure
No.
haven't.
How often do you see Riley Bonner outside of game setting?
Well, not often.
Not often, yeah. Guy, you're our Olympics guru.
Yeah, I'm the Olympic
You've been watching.
correspondent.
Come on, tell us all about it.
I've been to my Olympic goon cave and
Jesus.
and I've been watching a lot of Olympics and it's been really good.
How's the training going?
My personal training for what event?
Your Olympic sport of choice.
Oh yeah, well, dressage.
For gooning.
20.
For gooning.
If anyone's listening to like this with their like children, they're like, "Mom, what's gooning?"
Oh, that's not.
Well, I'm gonna get a nasty DM and be like, you have
Well,
to.
we never
explain-
get told the demographic of people who listen to us. If anyone listens to us.
Have you asked?
No.
No, but I also
Anyone who's listening has just turned it off.
All right. Well, I also edit these now, so pause for a funny noise.
So if you
Oh, this
see
will
any
reach into that.
editing mistakes, just DM guys a bunch of hate.
Yeah.
You have my full permission.
Oh, yeah. No,
mine.
no. Threaten my life. Okay, so I thought we could just go through some Olympic sports and just match a St Kilda players who would be the best in them.
So you're basically stealing the girls' idea what they're doing on their
What do they
stories.
do?
They're doing this exact same thing on their stories.
Well, I didn't see that. We'll do it better then. So, first up, BMX. This was, by the way, last week, the best Olympic event I've ever watched, the men's final. Like, it was just 8 blokes, 2 runs each, with 60 seconds to do as many tricks, and they all wanted to die. Like, they were like sending it. I've never seen so much chaos. It was nuts.
Well,
Anyway,
man.
I would go back and watch the replay, but you won't, so
I might.
okay.
Hey, have some faith.
Okay. Yeah. You can
You
tell me
should-
how
you
much
should-
you'd enjoy it next week.
Yeah.
Who would be the best Saints player at BMX?
My first thought was Dan Butler.
Yeah, I don't know. He looks like.
Because he's from I was thinking maybe like Darcy Wilson. He's from Wangaratta. Pretty sure a lot of kids would get around the skate park there.
There's not much else to do in
Yeah,
There's
Wangaratta.
not much else to do.
What else
Yeah,
goes on in
that was
Wangaratta?
get really good at running and footy.
Well, there you go. There's your choices.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Dan Butler's good. He does have that, like with his mullet as well.
Just the skater energy.
The skater energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Water polo. Nipple cripple central.
What?
That's what they do. It's brutal.
Is that like an actual tactic in
Yeah,
water polo?
Yeah.
Water polo is notoriously filthy
It's as soon as the ref or the ump, whatever
because they
call
can't
it,
see underwater,
Yeah, you just shove their head under, try and drown them. Like it's legitimate.
and they give like each other wedgies and stuff as well. And
Yeah.
and they
like
can't.
punch each other in the stomach.
And the girls especially, they in the game with like scratch marks all over them because they've got longer nails.
Why isn't water polo a national sport?
I think
That sounds like a dream.
we're decent at it. To be fair, I think we're doing well.
All right, so who'd be good in the water?
Who's a filthy kind of just scumbag? Do we
Jimmy
have him?
Webster.
Jimmy Webster.
Oh,
yeah,
Jimmy,
yeah. He'd be a scratcher. He'd be a crippler.
Jimmy the Crippler.
Yeah.
WWE name.
Is there anyone? It's Liam Stocker, actually. That'd be my. Yeah.
That's a good shout, actually.
He was
He
punching Merritt in the mouth last week.
He does look quite buoyant as well. Something about his build just feels buoyant.
Yeah, sure. Dressage.
Okay.
I need one of the equestrian events. I need a nominee for both the rider and the horse.
Well, horses Sinclair.
Horses, yes.
Oh, the main.
Yes,
yeah.
the main.
Yeah,
That's a great
the
pick.
pumping calves.
That's a great
Yeah.
pick. Oh, okay. You've nailed it. Who's going to ride him? I think he's already pretty small. You're all stop looking at me like that, Nathan.
Just the phrase.
yeah, just so nonchalantly. So who's going to ride him?
Yeah. I'm trying to give a straight face.
Anyway, we have to because eventually we're going to meet some of these players, and I have to look these guys in the eye, and one of them I will answer to who I think is going to ride Jack Sinclair.
Well, at this rate, we're
in
not
the
meeting
context of
players.
dressage.
That's why you keep saying it like that.
They say it like that. No, this
Okay, who would look best in one of those full equestrian kits with the
yes, maybe
World
like
War One era helmets?
Tom Campbell.
Oh, actually, that is great. Okay, now we've got Tom Campbell riding Jack Sinclair. It's double his height.
so cruel. Well, who's our smallest
It'd be
player?
LeBron James riding a Shetland pony.
Who is our smallest player?
Lance Collard comes to
Lambert,
mind.
Vazzy Collard, he's a twig.
Yeah.
Naz.
No, Naz
Naz is tall.
is skinny.
He's skinny though.
Higgins is a bit. I don't know. Yeah, don't think that'd be too comfortable for Sinks. Who else is small? Anyone? Butler? We've already done him.
I don't know.
We're just a tall team.
I think we're pretty. Yeah.
Well, we're not though, because our best key forward, and our best key backer
we're
are
very
undersized.
we're a very
just
medium-sized team.
yeah.
Extremely mid, like all things St Kilda.
Which is why Harris Andrews absolutely killed us.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go with Lance Collard then. He can giddy up. Sport climbing is my last one.
Sport climbing.
Yeah.
Is that just rock climbing?
This is rock climbing, but for speed, and it's new this year. That hasn't
So-
started yet.
How's
It looks
that different to regular?
Normal rock climbing, you can just take your time. I think this one's they just fly up a wall. I think
That
there's a couple
actually
different. There's a couple different variants of this Olympics, but the sport climbing is just for speed up a wall.
That sounds really impressive, actually.
Yeah,
I bet they fly.
I'm
up
looking forward to watching it. Yeah.
Yeah. So do you need someone really gangly or someone really strong?
I don't know. I've never watched it.
I'm asking for your opinion.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe gangly and strong, like an Isaiah.
Okay. Yeah.
He is deceptively gotten stronger.
Oh, I would say. I mean, look at his draft photos. He's
Oh
put
yeah,
on a
no.
lot
His
of
first
size.
year, I remember thinking this guy's just never going to be able to hold his own in one-on-ones.
Yeah.
But he's improved so much.
I was thinking someone with freakishly long arms and Keeler.
Oh yeah. Is he too heavy? Do you reckon? Too big of a frame?
Too big.
I don't know. They don't list player weights anymore, so no idea.
What about a Dukes?
He'd he'd grab the rock and the rock would fall and he'd just start angrily pointing at the rock because it's the rock's fault. Yeah, no, I like Naz. Naz is a good shout.
Yeah.
Go Naz.
Go
All right,
Naz.
that's the end of that dumpster fire
Well,
of the segment.
That was brutal.
That was rough.
Um,
There's so much of that you guys didn't see. And
all right. After you DM Guy a bunch of hate, then DM him, who do you think is going to ride Sinclair?
don't do that. Don't do that.
All right. I need a break. It's getting too much. I was going to do a Scooby-Doo reference, but I can't do it without laughing. So we're just going to move on.
I'm not going to play your game till you do one.
Are you crying with laughter?
Yeah, I am, yeah.
Guys crying. This is a disaster.
I just want to hear a rot.
Satisfied.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't. What we?
I don't know. You tell me, man.
I think we're gonna play a game, but this is just going down the shit. I want to. Guy, you love games.
Yeah.
Yeah, you love games. Yeah, you
I
get
do.
them?
I do. I love games. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I want to. I'm the owner of a nightclub, right? And I'm only going to let in certain players, right? You guys have to guess the category of what type of player I'm going to let in. You're right there, Finn?
Sorry.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, couple of big ones. All right. So I'm gonna I'm gonna give you one player just to like get the ball rolling and
Yep.
give you guys the idea. So I'm the owner of a nightclub. Scott Pendlebury, he's allowed in.
Okay.
All right.
Fair enough.
So that's when you name another player, and I'll let you know if they are allowed in.
Jamie Elliott.
He's allowed in.
Steel side bottom.
He's allowed in.
Oh, got a good one actually.
Mason Wood.
Nah, sorry.
Yep.
Dad's aren't allowed in.
Jack Ginnivan.
Yeah.
Jack Ginnivan's allowed in.
Jack Innivan's allowed in.
Right.
But he has to behave himself. That's the rules of the nightclub.
Well, he won't.
I can't think. All these obviously they're all Collingwood players. Do they have? I thought there was going to be an age.
I mean, if you want to guess that, go for it. But
How many guesses do we get?
How much-
no, pretty much unlimited until you get it.
Okay, so let's rule. It's not just Collingwood
It's not just
players.
Collingwood players.
Well,
I'm
because
not
Mason Cox is hanging out. Is it Australian-born Collingwood players?
Shit, you got me.
Is it Collingwood players over the age of 30?
Okay, no. Okay, keep guessing players.
Jack
Maybe
Ginnivan.
go somewhere
Oh,
different.
Jack
besides
Innes
just
was allowed in, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Go somewhere where?
Go somewhere a bit different rather than just Collingwood players. So you get a feel for it.
Okay, sure.
Any player, guys. Any.
I thought you were counting.
There's 200
Is it my
players.
go? No, I said Jack Ginnivan.
Oh, sorry. Okay, Tyson Stengel.
Nah, Tyson Stengle's not allowed in nightclubs anymore.
No, yeah.
Jack Steele.
Nah, he's not allowed in.
Bloody German Impy.
No. Well, you're getting further away.
Dustin Martin.
Nah,
Tristan Cherry.
nah.
That feels so
You
niche.
thought about that.
Oh, okay. Jai Simpkin.
Still in concussion protocols.
Clayton Oliver.
Clayton can. He's let in only if he's
Has
rehabbed.
Mason Cox ever had any? Oh no, never mind. I've said other players. Don't worry.
So we've had those old Collingwood players, Clayton Oliver and Jack Ginnivan.
But not Mason Cox.
Not Mason Cox, not Mason Wood.
Any ideas?
No.
Wait, did you say? Did you guess Mason Wood?
Oh, yes, Mason Wood.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Mason wasn't allowed in. Dad's aren't allowed in.
Dad's. Is that a joke or is
That's
that
just
like
a joke.
part of the clue?
Yes, that's not. I'm not going to give you a clue. I'll give you like 5 more guesses before.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Okay.
I'll give you a few more guesses before I give you guys a clue.
Geez, Max Gawn.
No. You have to have hair. Let's just side bottom.
Lockie Neal.
Nah.
Job Watson.
No.
It's just current players, yeah. Can we? Let's
I
not
mean, technically,
let's
no.
not open. Let's not open that can of worms. The Bont.
That's a good one. Okay.
Is it? Is it just players who've been All Australian?
No.
Is Gideon been All
Is it-
Australian?
Oh wait.
He was in the squad in 2022.
Oh my god, why is this so difficult?
Is it going to be super obvious once we know?
Look, I think this is a medium difficulty one.
Harley Reid?
No.
Is it players with DUIs or something stupid like that?
Bonson Valley.
Yeah. No, he wouldn't. Is it something off-field related like that?
It is. I'll say it's it's off field.
Oh.
It has nothing to do with their football ability.
Is it top 10 drop?
No.
Oh no.
Do they have a
never
certain?
mind.
No. I don't have any ideas.
Maybe it's something to do with their identity.
Is this bait?
Yeah.
Pendlebury.
Yeah.
Side bottom. Bontempelli. Come on, guys.
There's a B in there?
No.
Identity.
Like, Ginnivan.
They're all white.
No.
They're Italian?
Not, yep. Side bottom.
Side bottom. Side bottom.
We had Bontempelli, Ginnivan,
Clayton Oliver.
Clayton Oliver.
So now I feel like you're going to turn it on me and be like, this category was shit.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
no, that was locked in from the get-go. Yeah.
Oh, regardless, if it was a good category,
Yeah.
you still would have given me shit. Yeah, awesome.
The second you said that passive-aggressive intro to me,
Right, Raggy.
it was done.
You got to give it some oomph, mate.
I can't do that. I just think of the meme where it's like Scoob, when they told me it was fixings, I thought they meant fixings on a sandwich, and he's like, Raggy, where are my resticles?
Jesus.
That's the only
Bottom of barrel.
All right.
I think I give up.
I'm giving up too.
Players with surnames of 3 or more syllables.
Oh.
Of course you do.
Yeah,
That's
I think I looked
convenient.
over it and he's like,
That's so easy for you to say.
even Goose can get it, guys. It's just thoughts.
It's not much.
Yeah.
Clearly.
As is evident from the game.
Yeah, I wanted to give you shit, but I think that's on us.
That's
pretty
actually
cool.
fair.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Is the next one easier or harder?
no, I'm not going to do another one because
We took up like 15
yeah,
minutes.
Is this one harder to guess?
no. Look, we're going to give you the reins to
Oh,
do your little
well,
gimmick.
speaking of names, we've got a name theme for this LSD,
Oh, massive.
which
I love themes.
a reminder is it's loan, sign, and duplicate if you're a relatively new listener. Because there's no one from Richmond that anyone would actually want to loan or sign. We'd be duplicating them all. So this is purely based on names. You have to pick.
So who has the best name?
Yeah, the name that you'd want in a St Kilda jumper for 5 years. The name that you'd want in a St Kilda jumper for 1 year. Sorry, one game.
One game, yep.
Or the name that you want to see duplicated on Richmond's side for the for commentators, goofs and gaffs, or for, I don't know, just other general shenanigans.
Okay, interesting.
So the 3 names we've got Judson Clark, we have Camden McIntosh, and we have the 2 last names of Thompson Dow.
Oh, that's an awful name, that last one.
No, that's my favourite. out of the 3.
No, I like Camden McIntosh.
No.
Nah, it's a filthy name. Like, that's like a, obviously, because he is, but like, that's a real, like, back pocket. Like,
With a Y in there as well.
exactly. Like, it's like a bogan. Like, he's like a Stevie, it's like a Stephen Baker type. Like, he's going to give you pinches.
Yeah.
He's water polo. He's
water polo.
He is
yeah.
water polo.
Yeah, I've never thought about his name. It is blue collar. I think
He's just come off the boat from Ireland. So.
Camden.
Yeah.
McIntosh.
The impressions are just.
I like sillier names, so I would sign Thompson Dow for 5 years.
Okay. That's your pick. And your pick is Camden,
Camden.
for 5.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Well, we're not budging there. I'm getting rid of Judson Clark.
You got 2 Judsons running around for Richmond.
Yeah, good.
I mean,
and Clark
they
is just
deserve
an
it.
awful last name.
Oh, yeah. Didn't even make that connection.
Well, he's my cousin, so.
No.
What?
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
No.
You're not fooling us.
All right, you don't have to believe me.
I won't.
All right, cool. Go on.
Okay, and then who are you?
Well, I'm not going to cut my cousin. So I'm going to cut Thompson, Paddy's brother.
Okay, sure. And then you're cut.
I'm cutting Nathan's cousin,
Yeah.
Judson Clark.
Okay. Great. We've got 3
actually,
horrific.
sorry,
When are you going to come clean about it?
Sorry, I'll come clean. He's
I'm
he's not my,
duplicating Judson Clark, sorry.
yeah, no, he's not my cousin. He's just my Judson, just my son. You saw where I was going with that.
It's a real bummer.
Hey, Hey guys, remember when we lost by 85 points?
Yeah, it was more enjoyable than this.
Remember when we could talk properly?
Let's what happened around? How much footy did you watch this weekend?
I only watched the last quarter of Collingwood Carlton.
Yep.
That was the only other bit of footy I watched this round.
Yeah, I didn't watch. I watched a bit of West Coast, Gold Coast,
Oh, that
Coast
was
off.
also just depressing.
That was crap. Yeah, but I think we owe, me and you especially, Finn, owe an apology to the pair.
Yeah, I think that's probably fair.
Yeah, they are digging in, to say the least.
Yeah, I mean, I still think they're going to fall apart. Like a pair that's been on the counter for just a little bit too long. It's going to start melting away.
Getting bits of brown on it. Well, they're timing their run better this year. That's what kind of scares me.
But the pressure, I was talking to Nathan beforehand about this, the pressure will come when all the fans get back on board. They have the double chance again. Can they do it?
I don't know. Have they beaten the ladder leaders by 120 points in the previous years?
But does that say more about Sydney?
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Yeah, I think you're kind of like, I think the real talking point from that game is
Sydney.
Like, I think I've said this before, but like, if you take Port away from Adelaide Oval and Marvel, because you know they seem to love Marvel, anywhere else they're shit. Like, they don't turn up.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, no, I think the real, like, 6 weeks ago, everyone was raving, no one's going to beat Sydney. Who's going to beat Sydney? Just
Get the David King quote up.
now's the time.
This is the perfect time for it.
We're running it back.
We've actually got David King in the studio, everyone, to read his own quote out.
Can you do it in the
Welcome, Kingy.
Scooby-Doo
Well-
voice?
In the Scooby-Doo
No, we
voice.
don't want that.
No,
No one
this
wants
is too
that.
much. Okay, so on Sydney, this is a first crack quote from the man himself. They started to think about Brownlow medals, and they're doing mini press conferences to say, I'm really sorry, I'm not going to win a Brownlow. On Heaney, of course. And I think, look, I haven't seen the footage, but I think after that, he followed that up with,
We just saw the footage.
that doesn't sound like a team that's banded together. They're not playing for their mates. They're not playing for each other.
Yeah. I'm not going to add to that. Yeah, no. Well done, Kingy. Thanks for that.
See you next week, boys.
Yeah, no. So I think Sydney, they're not winning the flag. You know when like Dan Gorringe has the fraud,
Yeah.
chuck Sydney there. They're done, cooked.
You reckon there's no recovery from this?
No, what they would have to defy history. No, I don't think any flag.
You can't lose by that much at this stage of the season and win a flag.
Well, really, any stage. Like, you can't lose by 100 at any stage and go on and win the flag. It hasn't happened.
Didn't we do Richmond by like 90 points in 2017?
That was like round 17, I think.
It was like 72 points, I think. So not as big as 90.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just like who's going to time their run the best. Even if a team hits form in round 22, as ridiculous as that sounds, they're a genuine flag chance.
I mean, it might be the Dogs.
They could. I like the Dogs a lot with future Saint Rory Lobb
playing down back. Playing an all-Australian second half of the season down back.
Unreal. What a redemption arc.
It's honestly, it's like anime worthy what he's done.
Yeah, it's Studio Ghibli worthy.
They changed his intro in the second half of the season. He just like picked it up.
Yeah, genuinely. Changed his hair. Changed, I don't know. Bevo would have, I don't know. How does that come about? What does Bevo say to him to get him revved up to change his life?
You're going to be at
Just give it
Macca's this time next
Did
year.
you just give it the biggest pep talk of all time? Do you remember when Jared Waitley was had that spiel about, you got to fight for your job, Rory. Come on.
That was good.
Nah, that sounded crap. But like, he got Rory Love even made Jared mad.
Yeah.
And he never gets angry. And now he's somehow, maybe he heard that.
That was the turning point.
Maybe that was the turning point. Yeah, he's had a turning point. I want to know what it is for my own life. But,
we all need that.
Yeah, we do.
We need the roaring lob turning point.
You know he's not going to have a turning point? The Blue Baggers.
Ooh. Mitch McGovern out on the full.
It's not his fault. They should, like, on paper,
They shouldn't be getting into that position anyway.
Yeah. Like, they should have walled Collingwood. Like, Collingwood, I know it's like a big game. You know, they're probably the greatest ever player. Like, he's 400th. So they're going to rise a bit. But if Carlton were worth anything, they would have come out and done it by 6 goals.
Or a Collingwood hitting form.
Ooh. Nah,
Probably not. Yeah.
No. No, I think Carlton just look a bit lost, I think. Like, there's just massive I said the same thing last year and the year before. They get to like this point of the season, they just crumble.
They don't like it, yeah.
Yeah.
Even more so than, maybe not more so than Port, but like similar to Port.
Yeah.
They have that massive fan base as well, just weighing them down.
Yeah.
And the weight of expectation, I think, really takes a hold this time of year, and they kind of just freeze up. A problem St Kilda will never have to have, thankfully.
Jeez, I'd say we'd probably have it worse than anyone if we ever get back into a big final. That jumper is weight on the shoulders.
That badge is just weighing away 20 kilos.
I don't like Fremantle anymore.
Oh,
like that was just bad. Like, not only were we getting walloped by about 55 points at that stage, but I turned on KO on my phone.
So
I think we were all sitting there just like
no St Kilda fan was watching the game.
No. And I go in and I see like Fremantle are up by like 20 points or something with like 10 minutes to go.
Yeah.
What happened? Why?
Oh.
Why? Like, it's almost as bad as being a Saints supporter as being a Don supporter, I think. Because right when they like, you're done, they will you
They're
back
giving
in.
them that, yeah.
All Freo had to do was not concede a clearance in that last play.
And they got the cleanest centre break of all time.
Yeah.
Zach
Like, it couldn't have been scripted better.
Yeah.
I think that's the end of those games. We'll talk about what will probably be our last win of the year.
Unless Ross goes full tank mode.
Yeah. One guy I think needs to stand up is Higgins. He was shocking on the weekend.
He was very bad.
Yeah.
It wasn't. Oh, look, he wasn't alone, was he?
Yeah. I mean, when the team plays that poorly, it's the small forwards who suffer the most on the scorecard. But brutal, just brutal.
Yeah. Do we get another cheeky debut?
I hope so.
Yeah. Nothing
to lose.
Who?
I'm still on that Allison train.
All right, get off that. Who next?
Was Keeler injured? Did I hear that? Or is that? Am I
No,
just
there was no
making
VFL this week, so no idea.
Okay. Bring in Keeler.
Yeah, I'm going Heath. I'm going the Moose.
Go Keeler, why not?
Yeah.
Another
Exciting
lanky key forward. Can't hurt.
The only thing I'll say on Richmond is I think they are in a shocking position in terms of just where their list is at.
It's really dire.
But don't worry. They do have a huge amount of picks coming in once they get rid of Baker and
Bolton
and whoever. Rioli's pissing off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, I was going back through the drafts.
As you do.
As I do. In 2004, Richmond had about 17 first-round picks.
Is this the famous... Oh, no. When was the Richard Tambling draft?
This is the Richard Tambling draft.
Okay, yeah.
So pick one. Brett Delidier, club legend. All right, we'll give him that one. But Jared Rufford and Ryan Griffin went 2 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
Tough.
So, yep. Then Richmond had pick 4. That's why they chose Richard Tambling.
Wasn't where... Yeah, okay.
Pick 5 was Lance Franklin.
Right.
And then 2 picks later was Jordan Lewis.
What a draft.
Yeah, that's
stacked.
They had pick 12, where they selected Danny Mayer.
Oh, yeah, household name.
The household name. And then, what was it? 5 picks later, we selected Andrew McCoulter, Saints legend. So,
almost won a flag.
Pick 20, Dean Polo. The best debut of all time, like 5 goals, 30 disposals. Didn't do anything else besides that. Then 2 picks later, Nathan Van Berlo, who's a Adelaide, wouldn't say a legend, but really, really solid player.
Yeah, that's a name I have not thought about in a long time. Nathan Van Berlo.
Pick 30. Where are we? Sorry, pick 36. Luke McGuan. Pick 37. Mark LeGras.
Oh.
I think you get the point.
Yeah.
I had a couple more, but we'll end it there. People talk about our Billings and McCartan picks. That is shocking in the same draft.
That's really bad. That's an all-timer.
My point is, getting a bunch of picks ain't going to do much for you. Anyway, I hope we end up with 3 first-rounders 2024 draft.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. We'll finish there. I don't think there's much else to say. Get to the game, everyone. I think the boys need it. They need to pick me up. I hope we win. I think we'll win. 10 goals.
Yeah, got to be 10 goals.
Yeah, for sure.
If we're worth anything, I know we're bottom 5 at the moment, but if we're worth it, we're smashing them.
Yeah, we have to.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we'll end it there. Go the Saints.